I attribute most of my work ethic to my time at Cooper. I feel like I've always been somebody who likes to be busy, likes to work hard, and kind of be involved in a lot of different things. My name is Emma Willingham Ware, and I graduated from Cooper in 2013. I live in Houston and I work as a registered dietitian, so I specialize in sports nutrition. I mostly work with teenagers and young adults and help them learn how to fuel their bodies for health and performance and kind of optimize their fitness routine. And most recently, I'm a new mom, so I have an 8-month-old baby boy and have been working through my own private practice on a very part-time basis, which has been awesome because it's allowed me to really balance working and doing what I love and a career that I love, but mostly prioritizing time with my son, which has been super rewarding. I started at Cooper in 6th grade, which I feel like was a really perfect kind of formative time period to start learning all of the time management and organizational skills that was kind of needed to do well both in the classroom academically but outside of the classroom. And I've always been somebody who enjoys being busy and likes to work hard and kind of take on a lot of different things. And so Cooper was a perfect fit for me and my personality, and I feel like it really helped me strengthen my work ethic, and that carried me throughout high school, college, grad school, and now even as a mom and, someone who's in the workforce. I went to the University of Southern California in Los Angeles, and I majored in psychology. I always knew that I wanted to study nutrition long-term and probably go back to school, go to grad school to study nutrition. And so I thought that psychology would be a good kind of fit for nutrition and helping understand why people make certain choices with their food or kind of get into their eating behaviors and that kind of thing. USC and the college experience that I had there was everything that I wanted in a college experience and more. I feel like it was very similar to Cooper in a lot of ways, and that the student body was very driven and motivated, and it was difficult academically, but had a lot of other aspects of student life that were really fun and exciting, like fun sports programs and a great social life and that kind of thing. It was a really great fit, but it was a very welcome, fast-paced challenge, and I think Cooper really helped prepare me for that. I got to college and I didn't have to learn how to study. I didn't have to learn how to write a paper or take notes in a lecture without a presentation. I already knew how to do all of those things because they were just so normal at Cooper and we did them all the time. And I think that really helped make me feel more confident and take some of the stress away that I noticed some of my other friends felt who didn't have that same experience. I loved all my teachers at Cooper, but I would say Miss Schroeder had the most significant impact on me as my college counselor. She was so supportive and always there for me at literally all hours of the day throughout the college admissions process, just from start to finish. I would show up at her office completely unannounced with my laptop in hand, and she would always welcome me in enthusiastically. She was so patient and would thoroughly answer all of my questions and just helped me feel really confident about everything that I was doing. Ms. Schroeder was also, I would say, the most influential person in me going to USC because she was the one who suggested that I look at the school more seriously and encouraged me to go visit and interview there. And so I did, and it quickly became my dream school, which I think is a testament to how well she knows her students. Fast forward a few years later, my brother ended up going there as well. So she kind of shaped our family's future in a way. At Cooper, I participated in swimming, cheer, student government, and my class government. I had a great experience in everything I was involved in. I think one of the things that I really appreciate about Cooper, especially as I've gotten older, is that I was really encouraged to participate and be deeply involved in a lot of different versatile activities and aspects of student life, not just academics. And I think that really influenced my career path and schooling. Within the past few years, I went back to school to work on my doctorate in nutrition, and I don't think I would have done that if I wouldn't have been a Cooper student, just because I, at such a young age, kind of had this love for learning and curiosity instilled in me. During that time, had to balance taking my classes for the program, doing my dissertation study, and then working. I was very prepared to handle all of it just because of all of the time management skills I had already learned at Cooper and practiced for so long. It's hard to pick just one favorite memory at Cooper, but I would have to say one of the highlights was that I was on the girls' swim team and we won SPC all 4 years that I was in high school. So that was really fun and exciting, and I feel like a little fun fact stat. My favorite place on campus, I think, is the art barn. I always looked forward to art class and just being there. It felt very professional, and I just felt like there was so much opportunity to do really any type of project or experiment with anything that you wanted. And so it was such a fun, creative outlet that made you exercise a totally different part of your brain. When I attended Cooper, I would say that the learning environment was rigorous, but very supportive and encouraging, and I feel like it's really hard to get both of those things. I feel like we were definitely pushed in terms of the workload, and the content that we were learning was challenging, but you never felt like you were alone. The teachers were so supportive and made sure that you had all the resources that you needed to be successful. I remember when I was in AP Calculus, I would always do my homework during study hall in my teacher's classroom just so that I could ask her questions as they came up. I think helped a lot when I went to college because I already knew it's okay to ask for help and it's beneficial to ask for help. So I was, more than fine to go to office hours or email a professor or that kind of thing. Cooper has always meant a lot to me, but I think as I've gotten older, and especially now being a mom, I think it's meant even more to me. It's definitely what I envision as kind of like the ideal for schools, and what my husband and I talk a lot about for whenever the time comes to send our son to school. I just had the most well-rounded experience. I had really wonderful friends, very caring teachers. All the staff was so supportive, and I really want him to have that same experience.